What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been 3 weeks. I have not posted video. I was a little busy, but market gave us a lot to talk about. But today I'm gonna cover four name I've been watching closely, namely Snowflake, APP, PANW, and Microsoft. We will go through the technical analysis of each ticker. So let's grab a coffee and let's see what opportunity we have. So currently I am on Snow chart on a daily time frame. Let's look at the weekly time frame. So what do we see? Snow, it's in massive consolidation range between this high and this low. Okay, so it was consolidating between 112 and 236, and if we see from this low, we have a massive expansion towards the upside, retested this recently made resistance. We have back tested this range high, which is around 236, and on a weekly time frame, if we see candlestick wise, so it's kind of a bullish engulfing candle, engulfing this 2 week price action. So that is what we are seeing on a weekly time frame. Let's switch back towards the daily time frame and let's try to analyze the chart on the daily time frame. So on a daily time frame, what do we see? From this point, we have a strong upside rally, and this is kind of ranging or consolidation market. Price were not moving down aggressively towards the downside since 4th June all the way till 24th June. So this is a kind of sideways action I'm looking for after a impulsive up move. And after such a consolidation, if you see the candle on a daily time frame, do you see the massive engulfing candle? So this is a engulfing candle. Price has been engulfed all this price action, and it's retesting the this high, which is around $248. And if you look towards the left hand side, what resistance we have to work with? So we have a resistance to work with is $284. So this is what can be a potential target in case you are interested for the swing long opportunity. Now let's look at the smaller time frame for timing the entry, and on a smaller time frame, it's a kind of it's retesting this high. So I wanted to see price go above the previous day high for my entry to trigger. So my entry is about $250. So it can ORB towards the upside of $250, and I wanted to target this high, which is a $280. So my thesis is on long side. My trigger is about 250. I wanted to keep a stop loss around 235. In case we get a retracement, then I wanted to close below the 235. So that should be my stop loss. And I wanted to target this high. So which is around 1 is to 2.1 is to 2.5 risk to reward. But if you want a higher RVR, then you can also target all-time high level, but keep in mind that it will take time to this trade to play out. But I am confident that it will break a all-time high, ideally all the way till 330. So this should be the target on a long-term horizon. But for the short-term trader, this should be your good target to work with. So that's about the snow. It's looking quite bullish to me. Let's look at the next ticker, which is a APP, and let's switch towards the higher time frame as always. So on a higher time frame, let remove everything. So on a higher time frame, what do we see? From here, we have a bullish activity, up move, followed by this was a retracement. We have formed a low here around 358, and this is kind of higher high scenario we got. Then if we try to build a support and resistance, I can see there is a one good support on a weekly time frame, which is around $430. And from a resistance perspective, I can see one resistance here. So 518 is a resistance. The another resistance I can see is this one, 618. And this is about the plotting the resistance zone, and we are sitting at the support. This is kind of support zone, $430. Let's switch towards the daily time frame. And on a daily time frame, if we see, this is a kind of support I was talking about. So this is a good support it has built before a expansion towards the upside, and from here buyers are stepping in. And if you observe the daily candle, so this is kind of hammer it has formed at the support, and then after that we have found the buyers and engulfing all this price action. Okay, so it's looking bullish to me at the moment, and potential target can be till 525 and 623. So let's switch towards the smaller time frame now, and let's try time the entries. So on a smaller time frame, what do I see? So on a smaller time frame, I see this was a consolidation zone. Basically, this was market were consolidated here. After that, market went to test this support, and then it's a kind of reversal happen. We all came out of this consolidation high. So it's a kind of bullish environment, because if a bear were too strong, then they should have rejected this level 457, and they should have dragged the price toward the downside, but that didn't happen, right? So we have already reclaimed all this price action, and then price is telling me that it wants to go. And from the entry perspective, think any price above this level 475, looking for entry. So this should be my entry. Stop loss is around this level. So 450 is a psychological number, so I would like to keep a stop loss below maybe 448. I wanted to keep, and target is this high, or maybe this high. I wanted to target this high, because if I target this high, then risk to reward doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so if you wanted to target this high, then I would suggest you to wait for the retracement all the way till this low. I don't know whether the prices will come to this low. You have a tighter stop loss, and then in this case you can target this high. But at the moment, I wanted to enter. I wanted to jump in at 476. So that's why I wanted to keep a target around all-time high, which is a 623 level. And then this risk to reward makes a lot of sense to me. So based on what you wanted to target, you must do. So this should be one of the trade. The other in a retracement. So buying around 459, then 420, 445, you can keep a stop loss, and then you target 524. So this is one of the trade, and this is one of the trade. You have two choices. You can do whatever you wanted to do. So that is about APP. Let's look at the another ticker, which is a PANW, Palo Alto Network. Let's do some technical analysis on higher time frame. So if we see PNW, it has from 138, it has made a bullish move or an impulsive move towards the upside. So this is kind of impulsive move it happened. We have a retracement till this support zone, and then price is again retesting the all-time high level. So this is a context about PNW. This ticker belong to IGV, and if you observe the strength, relative strength of PNW, IGV was going IGV were going down since couple of weeks. This ticker it held quite strong, and on a IGB bounce, it's already testing the all-time high. So if you compare the relative strength, it's quite bullish to me. Any price above all-time high, I know my buy should get triggered, and then so let's say above 300, that should be my entry. I wanted to keep a smaller stop loss below 294 or 295. You can keep a stop loss. If price goes back inside the range, so this is a kind of range it has formed between 250 to, in case price fall back inside the range, then we likely going to have a bigger pullback towards the 272 or maybe towards the 250. So in that case, I don't want to hold the trade. Wanted to minimize my losses smaller. So that's what I do. In this case, my stop loss goes exactly below the breakout candle. I wanted to target at least major move. So basically, this is where the consolidation happen. So this is kind of 17% consolidation range. So if I measure the from all-time high till 17%, it comes around 354. So maybe you can target 350 level, which is a kind of a psychological round number. And if you compare the risk to reward wise, it's 1 is to 4, around 1 is to 4 you are getting. So it all criteria is fitting for the swing trade. It's a perfect buy opportunity above the all-time high. So this is a kind of trade I look for the swing trade. So it's a momentum play. The ticker I'm watching is a Microsoft. So let's build a context for the Microsoft. Let me switch towards the weekly time frame. Currently I'm on weekly time frame. And on a weekly time frame, what do we see here? This is a kind of flat base it has formed. So from this impulsive move, price always keep on bouncing at this level. So this is a kind of level which is around 350, which is also a round number, always bounces. So it bounced. So this was the April low. This was the December 2023 low. And in the March also it has formed low and price went till 466. So this is a context. Basically, Microsoft is at very critical support, which is a quite strong support in my opinion. And let's switch to the daily time frame now. And on a daily time frame, what do we see? So if we see daily candle, daily candle, we have a strong momentum towards the downside, but it's a kind of exhaustion happen here at the key level, and we have a bullish candle. So this is a kind of bullish pattern I would like to spot at the key areas. We have found the buyers here. So my trade idea is trigger at this moment. Anywhere here on the pullback, I would like to my stop loss goes below this bullish candle, below 350. And for the target, so let's see where can be the potential target. So my one of the potential target I can see is this resistance zone. We see previously this was acted as a support, and then after the breakdown towards the downside, we had a retest and price went all the way till down. So if you see from the rotation perspective, in case this support held, then we are likely going towards the $400. Take long position tool and see whether the risk to reward makes sense to us or not. So I would like to buy around anywhere 365, 365. Let's say I want to buy. My stop loss goes below 353 and the target is $400. So it's more than 1 is to 2 risk to reward, and anything above 1 is to 2, I always take a trade. I think that's about the swing trade. We covered the Snow, PANW, Microsoft. Among all these four ticker, Snow, APP, PANW is in strong uptrend, and Microsoft play is just a bounce play. After the heavy sell off toward the downside, I'm expecting some bounce. I hope you are enjoying, or I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section what ticker you want me to cover next, so that I will cover that ticker. Thanks a lot, everyone.